Closed captioning for the Casey Malone Show is sponsored by Hunter Stevens Land Title Agency. Integrity, service, and commitment you can trust.
Oh yeah, Casey Malone is serving up local. It's time for the stories of our region, the tastes, the sights, the sounds, and the people in and around the valley. Get ready for some local flavor on the Casey Malone Show.
Today I prepare one pot creamy rigatoni with sausage. It's fabulous, and it's a flashback reminder this year's Palapalooza is next Saturday. But first, the new digs for Menagerie that benefits the Animal Welfare League of Trumbull County. Well, Menagerie has just opened. They have relocated to the Village Center Plaza here in Niles. It's the old Carlisle's. And you come right in and there is a huge, spacious area to sell your wares. Mandy is one of the directors. And this has been quite a task for you.
It has, absolutely it has.
So how long have you been planning this move?
We put the building up for sale, our old building up for sale, I believe in November of last year. We had someone in beginning of December that wanted to purchase it. We looked at several different locations. We were actually going to move to Robbins Avenue at a space, but then this one just came up and we came to look at it and I was like, holy cow, this is perfect. Perfect.
I mean, it's so accessible and for everyone to get in and out, and the parking is unbelievable.
Right, the parking was the issue at the old store.
I mean, this is really well organized.
Thank you.
And you've got so many different areas. How dependent is the Animal Welfare League, you know, on this store and the proceeds?
We are their highest fundraiser. I believe 56% of what we made last year went over to the shelter itself. And so what it is once we pay salaries, you know, electricity, things like that, every dime after that goes over there. So they're very dependent on what we do.
Now, I know you haven't been open that long. You know, we just had, you know, the grand opening.
Right.
How have you seen an increase in the foot traffic?
Absolutely, absolutely. Number one, definitely what I think has helped is the location and the parking. At the old business, we did not have enough parking at all. So people were super happy with the parking. So definitely seeing a lot more people. And
what other donations are you going to be able to receive now because of all this space?
We are actually going to be able to take in larger appliances, stoves, refrigerators, things like that. Wow. More furniture. We didn't have room for bigger furniture at the last location. So we now have a truck that we can use to pick up donations and drop off donations. But that'll be a game changer for us because we didn't have the space for the larger furniture at the other store.
You know, I think thrifting is so much more popular now.
Absolutely.
I mean, you know, with all the clothing pollution and the, you know, fast fashion and all that stuff, people are, and especially for cookware and stuff.
Right.
I mean, this is really...
So I've thrifted my whole life. Both of my grandmothers got me into this, so I think that's why I have the calling. So I remember back in the day it was, people kind of frowned upon thrifting. They thought it was, oh, if you're poor.
Right.
Now, you know, with the economy and the way things are in the world, I think a lot more people are finding that it's the best way to go because you can come here and find brand new things at half the price. So I think a lot of people are trying to save money wherever they can, and thrifting is a big deal. And then the younger kids seem to really enjoy it too.
I think they do, and I think they're a lot more conscious of the landfills and the fast fashion.
Absolutely.
You know, being a thrifter, what's one of your biggest gets that you just couldn't believe that you found?
When I was thrifting?
Yes.
I found a cookie jar without a lid that I found it at a Goodwill. I bought it for $2. I had my kitchen utensils in it for years. And then I actually was a reseller for a little bit before I started into the thrift business. And so I thought, well, let me look at this and see. It was a Bartlett Collins cookie jar from the 50s, and I sold it for $400 because it was super rare. And I had it sitting
and you were just sitting there
on my kitchen counter with all my big spoons in it, and I was like, oh, okay, you know. So
I gotta start paying attention to this stuff.
Right, so yeah, that was a big deal for me, big deal.
Well, we are right here with the CEO, Bethany, of the Animal Welfare League here in Trumbull County. Where did the name menagerie come from? Because it really worked. You have everything here.
Yeah.
Who started the name?
So it's a perfect name for what we do here. The name came from Barb and Mary Busco, the twin sisters that started this store back in 1995.
So this really has a long history in Trumbull County.
Yep.
And this move, how much more do you think that will draw awareness to, the Animal Welfare League?
Well, we've only been open for a couple days and we're already seeing record numbers, high record numbers. So we're hoping that it's going to at least double what they brought into the organization last year.
Because this is more than 50% of your budget, right? That is what this money goes towards.
Right.
You're now going to be able to offer a lot more in donations.
Yes.
You're able to accept a lot more.
Yeah. It's really great because we have more storage space in this building. We also are able to take furniture, big ticket items like that. So that's a really big gain for us.
And, oh, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I'll talk to you when you're done too.
Oh, okay. Well, I know Mandy is more involved with the shop part of the things, but you're really with the shelter.
Yes.
And what needs do you have at that shelter? Because it just seems you read more and more. Hey, how you doing? I mean, what do you see in uptick?
We definitely have a mental health crisis in our community, so that's why it's great that we exist as the Humane Society for Trumbull County. We have agents that go into people's homes. They do investigations of cruelty, abuse, and neglect. Since COVID, everybody started getting animals in COVID. They were home more. They were able to take care of their animals because they were home and not out at work. And then now we're seeing the effects of that. We're getting a lot of...
So you take the cats, you take the dogs, iguanas.
Yep, we've had.
Ferrets,
we can
everything.
take anything that we can legally house and adopt out.
What can't you take? Do you ever get any of the exotic animals?
So some of the exotics you do have to have special licensing for, but we've had iguanas, we've had tegus, we've had all kinds of reptiles, we've had farm animals. We've seen many.
And horses, like what would you do with a horse if you had one?
We are fortunate enough to partner with some other farm-based rescues that will take those for us because we don't have the proper housing for them at the shelter.
I was going to say, you can't have the horse clomping through the shelter.
Yeah, we would love it for a day, maybe.
Yeah, for one day. How is the adoption going? Are you moving a lot of these animals into, permanent homes?
Yeah, so our adoptions have been really great, especially now that the weather is kind of turning and it's getting warmer outside. School is going to be ending soon. That's when our adoptions usually pick up. We actually have had really great cat adoptions for like the last 6 months.
Great.
We're really short on cats right now, really low on cats. It's a bizarre problem to have. Yeah, our adoptions are great. And we need them to continue to be great because more animals are waiting to come in.
Right. And then do you help with neutering and all those other services, like a reasonable vet service?
We have some programs that assist low-income families in our community with vet bills, spay neuter, pet food pantry, things like that.
So really, if you have an animal, there's no reason that animal should go hungry or not have the proper vet care.
Absolutely.
These animals need help, and you're really the ones that come to the rescue for them.
Yeah, absolutely. So if we weren't in existence, a lot of animals would just continue to suffer, and that's the reason that we exist. So we want to make sure that we're trying to end suffering in our community for animals.
This is the Casey Malone Show.
Locally sourced is good, whether it's ingredients or a bank, and that's why my bank is Farmers National Bank. Since 1887, Farmers has remained rock solid through every economic condition. Having a bank with a history of safety, soundness, and conservative management is a must. It all boils down to this. You need a bank that will help you reach your goals. I do too, and Farmers is mine. Farmers National Bank, rock solid.
Sweet Memories Vintage Teas and Candy in Liberty, a store like no other. Step through our doors and travel back in time. Remember the nostalgic candy, vintage sodas, and retro toys you thought were gone forever? You'll find all your classic favorites and so much more. Because memories are best when shared, we give back to local charities. Sweet Memories Vintage Teas and Candy, bringing you joy one memory at a time.
This is GABA Camp, barrier-free camping and nature
for our friends with disabilities. Thank you for your generous donations. We now have our first phase, but more work needs to be done. A lodge will provide a meeting place and food service for our adults with disabilities and their families. GABA Camp is a 501c3 organization. We need your help to grow. Donate to GABA Camp. Giving is living.
It's patio season at Carmela's. Enjoy our family's traditional Italian favorites and creative daily specials. We're open for lunch and dinner Monday through Saturday. Carmela's on Western Reserve Road in Boardman.
Weight loss goals aren't one size fits all. At Hurricane Health and Wellness, we understand the struggle. We've been there too. That's why we offer the most popular, effective weight loss medications at an affordable price. Look and feel your best today with Hurricane Health and Wellness.
Shop CMAX Northside Appliance in Struthers, the local appliance store that beats big box prices every day.
Regeneration serving Youngstown, Ohio, soon to be our fourth.
You better come on in my kitchen.
Well, when in doubt, you don't know what to make for dinner, you can always count on good old reliable pasta. And I absolutely love this dish I'm about to make for you. It is all in one pot. The pasta cooks in the sauce. There is no draining or anything. And because of that, the starch makes the sauce really creamy. And you really don't need many spices because of the spices in the sausage. Now, I'm using a hot sausage, but you can also use sweet. And if you really want to watch, you could probably use a chicken or a turkey sausage. But this is an excellent dish, and it comes together in under a half hour. So let's go over the ingredients, and then we are going to make creamy rigatoni pasta with sausage. For this recipe, you'll need 1 pound of hot or sweet bulk sausage, 5 cloves of garlic sliced thin, 8 ounces of rigatoni pasta, 1 14-ounce can of chicken broth, 1 cup of heavy cream, 1 15-ounce can of tomato sauce, a 1/4 cup of dry red wine, 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning, 6 ounces of fresh spinach, and fresh basil leaves torn for garnish. So you're gonna need a large pot or a large skillet with a lid. And I'm breaking up the sausage now over medium heat. And as soon as that's done, we'll get rolling with the dish. Well, you can see that this is browned nicely and it's all pretty consistent in size. So now we're gonna start adding all the ingredients. We're gonna start with the garlic. And we'll let this cook for about a minute just to soften up a little bit. Now this was really lean sausage, so I didn't have to drain any of the fat. But if you did have one that had a lot of grease, you know, before you add the garlic, make sure you drain it. Okay, forgot to mention that. So, ooh, this smells so good. So now we are going to start the process. We're gonna add the noodles. Right? Rigatoni works really nice in this dish. And we're going to add the tomato sauce. You could use your homemade too, if you have any. But any can will be fine. Mix that up. Get every last drop. And we're going to add the chicken broth. And the heavy cream. I mean, this is all going in at the same time. I know it doesn't look like a lot right now, but wait until it starts cooking. And then we want our Italian seasoning. All right. And last but not least, to give this just a little bit of depth, about a 1/4 cup of red wine. And we're gonna stir this, keep it over medium heat. And now what we're gonna do is put the lid over it, let it cook for about 15 minutes. But occasionally stir it to make sure that the sausage and the noodles don't stick to the bottom of the pan. So wait till you see what happens in 15 minutes. Well, it's been 15 minutes and I've stirred it a few times and it is perfectly al dente. I mean, you do want a little bite to it. So I am now going to add the spinach. Oof. And this is not long at all. All we're gonna do, we'll keep the lid off now, and we just keep stirring it and mixing it until the spinach wilts. And then this dish is done. All right, and the final step, nice fresh basil. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful?
You missed one.
I missed one, just eat that one. But look at that.
Wow.
Look at what a beautiful dish that is. Can you see that? Oh my gosh, is this delicious. Now, Ken, you have eaten this a few times while we were
experimenting.
Getting it right.
I'll be your guinea pig any day.
And it is honestly so good. And it is creamy because you don't rinse the starch off. It's kind of like that risotto thing.
I was a little skeptical at first, but it is fantastic.
It is. It's really good. And, you know, if you don't like the spice and the heat, you can use the sweet sausage rather than the hot. And for this, of course, this is the same wine we used in the recipe, and it is a Portuguese red blend Tinto from Confidencial.
So we're drinking and cooking
We're
with
eating, we're drinking, we're cooking. We got a lot going on.
Cheers.
It'll be perfect with this dish.
Okay.
So how do you like this batch? Let me know. Now, I didn't add any salt or pepper.
Wow.
Because of all the seasonings in the sausage. The only thing I added was the Italian, you know, mix with like basil.
And the sausage has a really distinct,
It does. So if you want, you can pass cheese at the table, but I don't think it really needs any more, you know, spices. And it's so easy. You saw how it comes together. It's pretty versatile. I like the rigatoni. I like the little mezza because I just think it's, the ridges absorb all the sauce in that, and
I never thought of rigatoni like that.
I know, but you know, ever since I made it with the carbone, I am just in love with the little rigatoni noodle. But you saw how easy it is. Go to my website, CaseyMaloneShow.com. Look for the creamy rigatoni with sausage, because this one is a keeper. You gave
Great
it
creation.
Approval, right?
Yes, thumbs up. 2, 3 if I had a third.
Cheers.
The Casey Malone Show will be right back with more local flavor.
For over 75 years, Kamara Jewelers has been the destination for quality jewelry. Our collection has a piece for everyone, in every occasion. Whether you're starting a new chapter, celebrating a milestone, or showing appreciation for the special people in your life, you can find a piece that reflects your love. At Kamara, we're about timelessness. Our jewelry isn't just for special occasions, it's for everyday moments that deserve a touch of elegance.
Get real, get Kamara.
You already know us for our top-tier windows, but what about our advanced gutter systems? With our Double Pro gutter filtration, 2 layers of industrial-grade aluminum keeps debris out of your gutters and drives rainwater away from your home. Plus, our continuous hanger technology reinforces your entire gutter system for maximum strength and drainage. And we'll install it all in as little as 1 day. Why wait for the next storm to get gutters that perform? Not only do we stand behind our gutters, we hang on them.
I'm Elizabeth Bernard. For more than 30 years, I've provided our Valley with sound legal advice. My associate Jennifer Rigetti and I will be your legal representatives if you're involved in a car, truck, or motorcycle accident. Don't try to handle it yourself. We'll navigate the red tape of dealing with doctors, medical insurance, and all the obstacles that you'll face. Remember, there are no upfront fees on personal injury cases, and hiring a lawyer does not mean you have to go to court.
Call attorney Elizabeth Bernard, local legal experience for more than 30 years.
Hi, I'm Robbie Fellman.
And I'm John Stanko from Boardman Subaru, home of the 2025 Subaru Forester, an IIHS Top Safety Pick Plus that holds its value better than any other vehicle in its class.
Subaru has the longest lasting vehicles in the industry and more Top Safety Pick Plus awards than any other brand.
April is Subaru Loves the Earth Month, where we're giving away trees to plant right here in the valley.
And that's only at Boardman Subaru, just south of Route 224 on South Avenue.
I cannot believe my buddy, Yvonne, is the president of the Junior League.
Of the Mahoning Valley. Look at this. Yes, 2 Youngstown girls here, right?
That's right.
I know.
So, as president, you help oversee this Palapalooza.
Yes, and all the other organizational events we do.
I mean, this is really a great event. This is your second year.
Second year.
And, you know, what does the Junior League do for our community?
The Junior League was set up in 1932, and we're part of the National or International Junior League out of New York. And our purpose is to do positive community events and build leadership skills in women. So that's the 2 main focuses of the Junior League.
And do you have, how many members do you have right now?
We have about 250 members.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes.
And like this kind of event, what will the proceeds from this event do?
Well, this event basically is a family-friendly, family-fun event. So we really don't make a profit off of this event. It's mostly just to have a good time and be out in the park and to support families.
And look at this one. This is a miniature long-haired dachshund.
Sabrina.
Sabrina, look at her. And her mommy bought her a Barbie dress. Palapalooza has really become a signature event now. What other events do you have that, you know, people look forward to?
Well, the 29th year of our Pink Ribbon Tea, and that is in October. And we've been having it, like I said, 29 years. And that is where we invite about 500 women and we offer them a tea to become a lunch. And we have speakers, and it's just a great day. It's for survivors.
Right.
And it's a wonderful day. We also started a few years ago, it's now called Strong Girls, Strong Women, and it's a program to support at-risk teenage adolescent girls.
Yeah.
And we've been putting those workshops on throughout the year, different places, sometimes Trumbull County, sometimes Mahoning County. So it just, you know, we're flexible, but we want to hit, we are now Trumbull, Mahoning, and Columbiana County. That's Junior League of Mahoning Valley.
Of territory to cover.
Yes, it is.
Well, you're pretty strong at over 200 members, but you're always looking for more.
Always looking for more. We're starting a provisional class in September, so if you would like to be involved or start with our class, please contact us.
Yeah,
we'd love to have you.
Information down right now. And I'm going to tell you, I'm really impressed. President.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Come such a long way.
I know, 2 Youngstown girls right here.
So Kayla, where are you from?
I am from New Wilmington, Pennsylvania.
And you came all the way in.
I did.
Because of Princess Jezebel.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
And what a beautiful show team.
Well, thank you so much. She is the love of my life. I love her so dearly.
Now, what is her talent? What are you going to do when you're participant?
Well, she is a very good at laying down, and she loves to shake her toy in her mouth and squeak it, and she also is good at sitting. So
she follows you on that?
Yes, she does.
And now, do you have to give her treats every time you know?
Usually, yes, sometimes.
Oh, she is beautiful, and I love her little rainbow.
Yeah, she is.
Is that her Halloween costume?
That is her Halloween costume. She actually has a whole wardrobe at home, and she is my little diva.
She is adorable.
Well, thank you so much.
Good luck, Princess. Good luck.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. It was so nice to meet you. Thank you.
So Debbie and Dulce, you guys won last year.
We won first prize in one of the contests called Owner and Dog Lookalike.
No, wait a minute.
We won first prize, and I have a ribbon.
Oh my gosh. Well, you know, you do have the same hair color. And do you and Dulce go to the same hairdresser?
No, I wish. I give her a little trim now and defend myself.
Oh my God.
Good. But that's
so what are you going to compete with this year?
I think we're going to try in that same one again. And
Is she
she'll walk
comedian?
around. She's very obedient. She comes on a whistle.
No way.
I can call her from anywhere on a whistle, and she'll come running.
Well, good luck.
Thank you very much.
All
I
right,
appreciate it.
buddy, good luck.
Nice seeing you here this day, and we'll keep you apprised of our winnings.
Okay, yes. Courtney's also a member of the Junior League. And this is Rex, Sexy Rexy.
That's what we call him.
Are you going to enter him?
Oh, he's entered. Contestant number 3.
So what are his talents?
So he does a really cute trick.
Okay.
He sits up really cute, and then he's got this gorgeous taco costume. So Halloween's on a Tuesday, so he's Taco Tuesday today.
Tuesday, that is brilliant. And he's a rescue from Angels?
He is.
Oh, he's beautiful.
About 4 years old, rescue.
So tell me, what are the competitions? What are the different events?
Yeah, so we have best costume, what's in a name, the friendliest dog, and judge's choice, and best trick.
And then do we do where they walk around and try?
Yeah, so they're gonna call
best trained.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if Rex is gonna win that one, but we're gonna try.
Well, he is really
Thank
sweet.
you.
I don't think this event's gonna stop.
I
this
hope
seems
not.
Hugely popular.
It is. It
Will
is.
it continue?
It's going to be we're hoping it's going to be an annual event. You know, we have a lot of members of the Junior League that love dogs, including myself.
There's so many dogs here.
Yeah, it's so great. We had a great turnout today, so I can see it's most likely going to continue.
Boardman Park has definitely gone to the dogs.
For sure. For sure.
I love that dog. Oh my God, that dog is gorgeous. Let me see here. Let me get a picture. What's her name?
It's only 3 months old.
Beautiful. How big is he going to get?
Madam President. 15, 12 pounds.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love that dog.
Big dogs, little dogs, and those in between were thrilled to display their talents at Palapalooza. And the opportunity for the owners to share their love for their pets made for a great event.
Oh, Corgi!
The Casey Malone Show is sponsored in part by Denise and John York and the DeBartolo Corporation.